Where to meet people too. Chapter 1. Meeting place ideas. Activism/community service dating. If you want to meet sincerely good people, or at least people acting sincere in an attempt to meet someone, either join an activist group or volunteer somewhere that a lot of people go to, like a hospital, an animal shelter, library, etc. I've written a book, the title of which has changed several times, but the current title as I write this is The Idea Masters. It gives a lot of information and addresses about causes you can involved in. For now, I'll leave you the section about nonprofit/NGO linking websites. There's a 3-volume set called the National Directory of Nonprofit Organizations, which I found at #061 at the library, which lists many charities. Idealist.org, accesscommunity.org, community groups, allcharities.com, charityweb.com, philanthropy.com, philanthropycenter.org, philanthropy-journal.org. Adventure, travel. There are outdoor adventure schools, mountain climbing schools, car racing courses, hot air ballooning classes, etc. These places are probably dominated by men in a ratio of at least 4:1 over women, so get my travel book, then go out and do some of those activities. At the very least, it will show you got guts, and a lot of guys like that over some flake painting her nails somewhere, reading a frivolous women's magazine thinking she's all that. Alaska, DC, Ottawa, and Vegas. If you're a single girl desperate for a guy, just go to Alaska, get a job at a supermarket, and you should get at least 3 guys coming onto you in the first month. Everybody has to eat, that's where you will meet the nice guys, the types who don't go to bars. Alaska tourism. POG 110801. Juneau, Alaska 99811. 800-423-0568. 800-7 Alaska. Alaska.gov. avp.travelalaska.com. statake.us/tourism. travelalaska.com. planalaska.com. If you're desperate for a guy, find a place with a big military base and try to get a civilian job there or at a place near it. Military guys are generally desperate for girls because they've got no access to them in their regular work environment. Better yet, join the military or military reserve. If you're a guy looking for a gal, I was told by an old friend that Washington, D.C., the world hub of bureaucracy, is crawling with secretaries in a ratio of at least 3 girls for every guy. Ottawa, Ontario is Canada's capital city, so I presume it has a comparable number of secretaries servicing the federal government, all the embassies and the companies tied into the business. D.C., City of Washington. 1212 New York Avenue. NW. Number 600. Washington, D.C. 20005. 800-422-8644. Washington.org. Ontario Tourism. Queen's Park. Toronto, on M7A2R9. 416-314-0944. 800 Ontario. 800-268-3736 French. OntarioTravel.net. Ottawa Tourism. 800-465-1867. Ottawa.com. Capcan.ca. Tourottawa.org. City.ottawa.on.ca. Ottawa.canadazarch.com. SurfOttawa.com. Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of America, is probably the most mobile place on the planet, with a steady stream of all manner of tourists flowing through. If you were to go there and got a job in a high-visibility public place, you'd have exposure to more people than perhaps anywhere else on the planet. That's not a guarantee, but the more people you're around, the more likely you will score. Of course, the general class of people at the Strip is the materialistic, superficial kind. Don't expect to meet a spiritual girl or a mountain man there. Expect typical pop culture capitalist types. Las Vegas Free Advisor. 3687 S. Procyon Ave. LV Nevada 89103. 800-244-2224. Las Vegas 24hours.com. Nevada Tourism. Capitol Complex. Carson City, Nevada 89710. 800 Nevada 8. 800-237-0774. TravelNevada.com. Best occupations for meeting people. Men and women alike should look for types of jobs to meet people, generally anything that puts you out there with lots of people in public. Go where you're outnumbered. That means women join the military or get a job at a gym or airport, and men become a hairdresser or get a job at a women's boutique. The best occupation of all is to work for a dating service or be a bartender in a singles bar. Many offer part-time positions available or start one yourself. Good jobs for meeting people are nurturing, helping jobs like nurse, teacher, emergency worker, etc., where you're in close personal contact with people. Next in line are highly public jobs like restaurants, stores, airports, etc. Try jobs where the opposite sex dominates numerically in that field, like firefighter for women, nurse for men, or try to work in sales where the opposite sex buys your product, like clothing for men or sporting goods for women. Check out number 331 at the library or get my job book to check different jobs out and determine which job you like. That will give you good odds of meeting the type of person you want to be with. People who go to zoos and bring their animals to clinics or go to the pet store are usually nice people just by virtue of loving animals. Work at an animal clinic, and with all the close contact with people and their pets, you're sure to meet someone nice. You may already have a full-time job, but for a little bit of extra money and to meet new people, you could go to your local temporary employment agency and try several different part-time jobs in different environments to see what's out there. Consider an interesting part-time job where you could meet people, like being a clown, giving massages, catering, walking dogs, doing a party service, taking photographs, etc. I saw a TV show which talked about women in the trades and construction, generally under 5% of the workforce. Some of these trades like bricklayer, electrician, and carpenter make $20 plus an hour. The only unskilled job on a construction site for a girl is usually traffic control. Mechanics and architects are mostly men. Elementary school teachers and speech therapists are mostly women, so if you want to be around men, become an architect or mechanic, and if you want to meet women, become an elementary teacher or speech therapist, which is 94% women. I generally feel that any job with high exposure to the general public is good, like a cashier, waiter/waitress, ticket attendant at movie theater or airport, or taxi driver. Check out the following: waitress, hostess, places with lots of traffic, i.e. airport, train/bus/subway station, tour guide, cashier at supermarket/convenience store, clerk in men's products store, i.e. hardware, business world, i.e. investment advisor, men's shoe sales, retail sales especially in a large department store, automobile sales, military, all branches, for women, National Guard, Coast Guard, boat repair and service, cop, lifeguard, bank employee, security guard, work for a politician, work in a gym, sports field, anywhere, medical field. If you're a business-minded person and want to open a business, you can have opportunities to score if you pick the right business. A guy who runs a lingerie, bikini, hair care or makeup shop can't go wrong. A girl who runs a golf, computer, or hunting shop will score. I saw some old dude run a sexy footwear store and he had a great time putting shoes on for the sexy young women who came in. A lot of strippers looking for sexy shoes for their act came in. Best way for a man to meet a lady: if you got the guts, learn to dance either at a dance club or a bar that has nightly dancing. Women love to dance. There are all kinds, pick your favorite: ballroom, flamenco, square, tango, polka, folk, waltz, country, disco and the most popular, regular pop music dancing. Women outnumber the guys 10:1 at some of these dance clubs. If you're suave enough, get a job as a dancing instructor or open a dancing studio or a nightclub which offers dancing classes. I've seen a throwback to the 40s called the swing where young and old alike were having a great time. They weren't all great looking, just ordinary people having fun. You can go alone to a lot of these places and they pair you up with somebody so you get to mingle around. They do this with country line dancing too. Find a buddy, get the guts to go, it's a good chance to meet a decent girl who wants to have some fun. Go to country bars or clubs that have dancing classes, especially the line dances where you don't need a partner and you can be standing around with a bunch of other singles exchanging quips about the fun time you're having. There are also many square dancing, folk dancing and polka-type European dancing clubs all across the country where you don't necessarily need a partner. They're group efforts and generally welcome new members with open arms. Look in the yellow pages under organizations or dancing or check out your local college or churches for more information. Get the guts to go for an aerobics class but stick it out. They know you're there to look, so stay at least a month or so to give them the chance to see that you've got some staying power. Better still, buy a cat, join a club and start going to cat shows. You just might meet a feline creature that will make you purr. Join a choir like the church choir and a drama club. Volunteer at the local community theater. Girls are artsy-fartsy more so than men. Simply find the artsy clubs and activities in your area. Take up sewing, join a book club, just go where chicks hang out like cooking classes. An easy way to meet a girl is to become either a high school teacher or a college professor. Lots of guys marry their students. National Cat Show Hotline. 800-725-4228. CFA.org. We'll tell you about cat shows in your local area. Go to events where your gender is outnumbered. A sausage fest is an event where loads of guys go to, like a football game, a surf competition, a robot building contest. A girl has a good chance to meet a guy there. A clam bake is an event where loads of girls go, like a fashion show, a poetry reading, a cooking contest, a cat show, a crafts show. Guys have an advantage there. You can't just go and look out of place. You have to pretend you're part of the scene, that it's your natural interest. You meet people through common interests. Have luck at dances. Women love to dance. Take them dancing. It's a great chance to hold her close but keep it light and non-sexual. She has to get to know you. Don't make lewd moves on the dance floor. Relax and have a good time. At any singles dance or any dance bar, there are at least 5 girls for every guy willing to dance. Don't necessarily ask the pretty, stuck-up girls to dance. Ask the fat, ugly ones. If you're a good dancer and enjoy it, pretty soon the pretty ones will want to dance with you. If pretty girls see you dancing with average girls, talking to them, laughing, etc., they'll open up to you. If a girl dances the fast dances with you, she will dance the slow dances. Don't ask for a slow dance before you ask for a regular dance. Rejection is a part of asking girls to dance. Do not hold a grudge against a girl that refuses to dance with you. She has the right to turn you down. She may change her tune, she may not. Be in a good mood, laugh and have a good time. You need courage, even liquid courage. The wing person is a good way to go to dances. Go with an opposite sex friend. If she sees someone she likes, you go up to the guy, ask if he wants to meet her. She does the same for you. After you dance, become their friends. Don't just try to get into bed with them. Military/Coast Guard/ROTC. If you're a girl and wanna meet a guy, join the military. If you're a guy, you might meet a girl through the military, since girls know that military guys mean a steady income, so a lot of lower income type girls hang out at nightclubs near bases looking to meet a soldier boy. If not, you still got buddies to hang out with that you can go to strip joints with, or in the case of the Navy boys in San Diego, to Tijuana to get at the hookers. Beyond the military, try the reserves or the National Guard. Searchmill.com, military search engine. af.mil. Army.mil. Marines.com. Navy.mil. USMC.mil. USCG.mil. British military. Army.mod.uk. RAF-careers.raf.mod.uk. Royal-marines.mod.uk. Royal-navy.mod.uk. Canadian military. Forces.ca. On the street vs. Introductions. Most of us do not have the guts or the interest to go up and start talking to perfect strangers. My belief is that if there is a mutual attraction out in public, you intuitively know it will be safe. If you look at a girl in a bar or in a subway car and she looks back, keeps the gaze for more than 2 seconds then smiles, even if she then turns away, there's a good chance she won't blow you off. In fact, very few girls keep prolonged eye contact with someone they're interested in. They look away, give a flirty smile then look back. There are 2 types of situations out in public. The everyday mode where everybody is going about their business. The social mode where the intention is to socialize, like at cocktail parties, bars, concerts, church suppers, etc. It's much easier to meet somebody at a social event than out in public for most people, but some don't feel comfortable in social situations. They feel there's too much pressure and feel self-conscious if they are standing around alone, which is common at social gatherings. It's part of it. In order to meet someone in a face-to-face encounter, in terms of body language, the more exposed your heart is, the more open and receptive you are. Get close to the person's personal space, 2 to 3 feet away, but don't get any closer for a while because that would be an invasion of his private space. Invade that when you feel comfortable with him and he will like the feeling of being that close to you. Establish yourself as non-threatening. When you meet anyone for the first time, they're evaluating you as either friend or foe. Come off trustworthy, well-intentioned, and harmless without ulterior motives. Start with any few innocuous statements that affect everybody, like the time, the weather, the news, the price of gas, local events, etc. Give a few compliments if you want. Gradually, over time, as you disclose more and more of who you are as a human being and are empathetic to him or her as a human being, the more connected you become. If you make eye contact along with this and smile a bit, you can get anyone to like you, and from like, love is not that far away. There have been studies conducted where they put a bunch of strangers in the same room together, and using the few steps I just described, after 90 minutes, people were connecting with others mightily, feeling like they were trusted friends. Some even fell in love and married. It's really very simple. Although I'm a believer in the mythical, intense love at first sight encounter, in real life, this doesn't happen much. What happens is that you go to some social event like at college, there's some average-looking girl there, not really pretty but not ugly, and for one reason or another, you start a conversation. You find that she is positive and supportive in the conversation and in her body language, so you decide to ask her out. This is how a lot of relationships start, where people meet each other cold turkey, but still, based on statistics, the overwhelming most popular way people meet their future spouses is through introductions. Based on all my personal research with all the reading I've done on the topic, the consensus seems to be that most people simply do not hook up out in public or even at social events. The most hookups occur through introductions. Someone who knows you introduces some girl or guy to you either at church, at a social function, on the street, etc. Girls even do this at bars. If girl A sees a cute guy, she asks her disinterested friend who is not attracted to the guy to go over to him, point her out and ask him if he would like to be introduced to her. Some introductions are made with the intent of matchmaking, but many are simply casual. The fact is that we usually hook up by meeting someone that someone we know knows and introduces us to. There are not that many stranger love affairs out there, like a meeting on a subway car, at a park, etc. Most hook-ups are through our already existing pool of acquaintances, friends, and relatives, so get a clue. Ask them to take you to social events that they go to, and ask them to introduce you to people they know. Recreational education. Education doesn't end after formal schooling, nor is it necessarily concerned with mandatory work-related upgrading. People continue to learn for many reasons, among them recreation, fun, practical matters, and even go to classes to hope to meet a love partner. For men, the most common courses are home improvement, home building, computer, and business related. For women, it's generally cooking and crafts. There are several areas in any town that usually offer short courses to adults, usually for a low, nominal fee. The first place is the local school board, which usually sponsors a continuing/adult education program where they use the local schools at night time to offer a wide variety of courses. The teachers are anybody who knows something about the subject matter. They often get paid a nominal wage from the fees collected. Some classes are even free. They usually run one night a week for about 10 to 13 weeks, or could continue throughout the school year. There could be weekend courses. Other places which offer courses are churches, non-profit organizations, social clubs, the YMCA, and even some stores sponsor courses, like a camping store offering a camping course or a craft store offering sewing classes. Sometimes the library offers courses. Start with your local school board and proceed from there. Look through your local phone book for leads. Write to the following organizations for more information. Accrediting Council for Continuing Education and Training, ACCET.org. American Council on Education, Center for Adult Learning and Educational Credentials, ACENet.com. Info about academic, business and vocational courses. The Council for Adult and Experiential Learning, CAEL.org. Distance Education and Training Council, DETC.org. Higher Education Adult Training Resource Center, Heath. 800-544-33284. ed.gov. International Association for Continuing Education and Training, IACET.org. National Society for Experiential Education, NSCE.org. Spring Fever Info. On a day, alack the day. Love, whose month was ever May. Spied a blossom passing fair, playing in the wanton air. Shakespeare. Generally, the further up north you live, the harder spring fever hits. It's a very real phenomena. Once the first few nice, warm sunny days hit after a long, hard winter and the flowers start to bloom, they ain't the only things blooming. Every spring when the weather gets warm for the first time, everybody's in a good mood, and that means they're more receptive then. All single girls dream of romance when spring hits. A lot of guys probably think about it too. That's the time to be on hyper alert, go to the park more, start rollerblading just like many girls are just like you, in the hopes that they will meet a cute guy. It's a combination of nice weather, a change of season, and the flowers. This is the time to find a young lady and sweep her off her feet. Try to get a job at a park, either national, state, civic, amusement, or anything like that, because people that go to parks are in a good mood. I heard some guy on the radio who said he worked for the National Park Service and said it was pretty good because he only works about 6 months a year during the park season, then has the rest of the time off. If you work at a popular park, this would be a great opportunity to meet people. If you bring your dog to a park, then practice throwing the frisbee to him. It's an easy way to meet possible suitors. Discdog.com. Frisbee.com. Start and run a business to attract chicks. Let's say you start any business. It gets going good, then you have to hire people. You place an ad. Hire people you're attracted to. There was a guy who started a women's shoe store with ordinary shoes plus real sexy shoes like the kind that strippers wear. I don't know how many customers he dated, but I know a lot of beautiful women went into his store and he had close contact when he put shoes on them. He was old and retired from another career. He was having fun. If you want to meet chicks, start a business that caters to young women. Summer love/summer romance. There is spring fever then summer romance. Many people hope for the possibility of falling in love, being swept away in a haze of hot mist. The Summer of Love refers to a few months in 1967 when a bunch of young people in the big cities in the United States and Canada felt they were united in a kind of peace-love communal thing, but then Bobby Kennedy was killed, the Manson murders happened, and people realized that you can't trust the human race. It's better to be safe than sorry, so the ideology changed to making money and hoarding it selfishly. I saw a documentary on the hippie era and the guy said the truth was that they were smelly, lived in poverty and got by on food stamps. So the lesson is that if you want summer love, create by yourself and one or a few like-minded kindred spirits. Be careful about trusting strangers. That's the hard part. If you meet an attractive stranger on a carefree summer's day, are they a good person or an evil one underneath the facade? Evil people prey on times when people are off guard, like nice sunny days at the beach. Articles.student.com/life/nightlife-going-out/summer-love. Articles.sun-sentinel.com/keyword/summer-love. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/summer_romance. wikihow.com/enjoy-a-summer-romance. womenshealth-mag.com/sex-and-relationships/summer-sex. The park thing. It's tough to go to public places alone when you're on the prowl looking for someone, so the easiest way in my opinion is to do something that's necessary. Some parks have exercise equipment with things like a chin-up bar, dip bar, etc. Some chicks go to parks. Gay guys hang out at parks to meet other guys. Everybody's in a good mood at a park, that's the golden rule. You're not being obvious. You're out there doing something relaxing, nice, positive and enjoyable, outdoors on a nice day. What more do you need to smile and say hi or just wave to a pretty girl when she walks past? If you're on rollerblades and you see a chick rollerblading alone, just go up beside her, smile, say hi and start small talk about rollerblades and what a great day it is. It's not just young people who go to parks. Older people are there doing the exact same thing as young folks. Your best bet is to check out all the different parks in your area. Girls are always concerned about their safety, so they will find a park where they feel safe. Most girls alone are either rollerblading, walking, on bikes or with dogs. Most guys are on bikes, jogging or walking a dog. Older people walk. Rollerblades are alright, but the real deal is dogs, cute, cuddly, nice looking, playful dogs who smile, preferably puppies. Guys and girls alike walk their dogs. You don't have to be self-conscious about it, the dog has to have his exercise and do his poo-poo thing, it's just nature and you're fulfilling your righteous responsibility by taking him. What could be more natural? The biggest nerd in the world can go for a walk with a good-looking, friendly puppy, and people will pat his dog and talk to him. People will ask you how old he is, what breed he is, or what his name is. You might meet a girl walking her dog or any of the other passers-by who stop to pat your dog, but it's up to you to do the rest. You have to talk and come off as a pleasant person. Teach Rover a few tricks like the frisbee toss, etc., then accidentally throw the frisbee by that cute chick sitting in the corner. Some parks have volleyball courts where anybody can join in. If you get your dog to do impressive tricks with the frisbee, you will have girls coming over asking you if you're training for the frisbee championships because you're automatically a nice guy with his dog, and it's a recurring encounter thing. You have to take Rex to the park every day to train him, and soon that girl who jogs there every day will start looking over your way, checking you out, since so few guys do anything original beyond working their dull jobs. Or take them to dog shows, cat shows, etc. Women always outnumber the guys at these events. A thing with a cat is to put it in a carrier and take it with you to public places like public transportation. Virtually every cat lover will have their look. Early morning is a good time to meet people at the park, gym, coffee shop, or wherever. Just by being out there at 7 o'clock in the morning shows you got something on the ball and there are less people around, so if you spot someone, it should be easier to approach them. People are suckers for animals so much that you should consider an animal conversation piece, an animal button like a cat for a girl either pinned on chest or as a necklace, and an animal conservation t-shirt for a guy. The sure thing info. The sure thing is simply you as a guy or girl being the best you can be, such that regardless of where you are, people see you with a nice body, dignified presence, and a glow on your face such that they're attracted to your presence. I'm assuming you're reasonably attractive and you're out there. Instead of trying come-ons yourself with people that might not give you the time of day, just go around being cool and wait until they come on to you and give you the flirt, then you know you got the sure thing. The easiest way to score is to go after those girls or guys who are giving you the come-ons. Don't try to find the right person. Be the right person. Become a living monument to your gender, a fine flowing specimen of youthful, vital masculinity or femininity. When you do that, they will always be checking you out because you will be a well-preserved thoroughbred among a herd of Clydesdales. If you want to know the best place of all to meet somebody, it's you wherever you go. If you've got a nice body, a suntan, and a big chest, regardless of whether you're male or female. The sure thing is simply that when someone looks at you for the first time, they think to themselves that you're a good-looking, noble type of person. It's all in the look, which combines several different things to give you an instantaneous impression to all prospective suitors that see you. I think of it as looking at someone and right away knowing that they have an inner beauty about themselves simply by the way they present themselves to the world. If you've got it, they take one look at you and you've entered into their souls because they can tell you're worth it. They like you right away. It's the vibe that you give off about how nice you are and how beautiful your soul is. It's primal. They wanna be with you. Everybody looks into the eyes to try to gauge the beauty of the soul. You can work on the eyes by trying to develop a relaxed, pleasant manner so that the face and the eyes reflect this. Its demeanor, like how your resting face looks. Is it happy, indifferent, or sad? Posture plays a role. Do you respect yourself enough to stand tall and walk with purpose but not arrogance? Next, people look for grooming, cleanliness, nice clothes and neatness. Focus on plain niceness. No earrings on guys, no nose rings, no stupid hairstyles, no stupid fashions, no stupid t-shirt slogans, just the plain simple you, nothing more. People look for pleasantness, niceness, warmth, easygoing manner, inner sense of identity, sincerity, and something cool and unique about the personality. Be friendly, gentle, pleasant, nice, speak with a soft voice. Put people at ease as a safe person. Make them feel comfortable when they're around you. It's in the soul, an intangible part of your inner self which translates into your entire external being. All these things translate into a vibe that you give off. If you're an original masterpiece of beauty and grace to your gender, you will have all kinds of prospective suitors smiling at you, giving you the come on. You can change the look by getting vital through diet and exercise. It takes hard work, guts, determination, and a never-ending, lifelong vigilance to pull it off, but it really happens. 6 months of hard exercise then time in a tanning salon will change your outer look a lot. Most people over 30 don't take care of themselves either due to work, stress, fatigue, or they're just too damn lazy. If you're over 30 and take care of yourself, you will be the star in your age group and you will attract them all at your age because your competition are all generic, couch potato, tired people. For fitness books, try hashtag 611-613 and hashtag 646.75 at the library. In a nutshell, strive to be noble. Take care of your looks. Be an original. You gotta make yourself irresistible on the outside and on the inside. Straight out, men want a mythical goddess, women want a macho man. You gotta pay for it in sweat. A physically fit person has inner strength and dignity merely by paying the price to be fit. Your outer self reflects your inner soul. If you're fat and ghastly on the outside, it shows that you don't care enough about yourself or life in general to live in balance. How do you expect anyone else to care about you? Fat is always out. Just like the longevity biologists say that you can never be too thin, the same rule almost holds for physical attractiveness. You can almost never be too thin, just don't go to the anorexic stage. Men don't want skinny, they want wholesome/healthy. It's like some biologists said, men subconsciously seek out healthy women who will be able to have healthy babies. Women like healthy-looking, rugged macho types with gentle natures. Guys like slim, healthy, good-looking babes. I contend that any human being can attain these physical states regardless of where they're at now if they're willing to pay the price through sweat via exercise and deprivation via stopping eating at least 50% of the quantity of food they're stuffing away now. Strive to think like a Buddhist in matters of trivial pleasures. Food is just one small, functional part of life. Mind, body, and soul are all related. If you've got a good body, you will be a happier person and it will show through. If you can attain a good-looking physique with a happy disposition, it doesn't matter where you go, from the mundanity of a department store to the chic of a nightclub, you will shine through. People will notice and come around you. Girls notice nice-looking guys and smile at them. You, the nice-looking guy, then have to do your part and talk to them. Guys notice the nice-looking girls and make the moves. That's the sure thing. You develop your outer look and your personality so well that no matter where you go, you will attract people. It's called the aesthetic, kind of like you're exuding a presence about yourself that says I'm a nice person who lives for creativity, beauty, love, pleasure, and soul. Beautiful people have a natural glow about themselves because they care about life. People notice, but initial attraction is only one part of the formula. You have to have the guts to play out your romantic conceptions in real life, and as I've already mentioned countless times, the key to love is to worship your partner and give her your undivided attention. In order to culture that cool, easygoing exterior, you gotta live as though you're humming a perpetual, lively song in your mind. Music keeps you young and your head in the right space. Make yourself a living monument to your gender regardless of your age. Become a fine specimen of either manhood or womanhood. Become the person God created you to be. That means to pursue what you feel inside instead of wasting away watching that box every night. Study it, learn it, do it, and you will have people attracted to you wherever you go. That's about as close as you will get to the sure thing in this life. The truth is that there isn't much competition out there because so few people take care of themselves. If you do, you can have your pick. Beyond all this, about the only other sure thing I've ever seen is someone who has an interesting hobby or profession like a magician, a good singer, or a good entertainer. A good hobby magician can attract a crowd anywhere and always dazzle at least one prospect in the crowd. Other than that, about the only other sure thing is being a pimp, porno star, prostitute, or a paid escort. Where to meet divorcees. Many recently divorced women return to college to either finish their education or to take some special course that will give them some sort of edge in finding work. It's almost a phenomena the way divorced women are flocking back to college and taking night classes everywhere. If you're older, the older ones will notice you in a heartbeat amidst all the young guns there. You might even get lucky with one of them. Join Parents Without Partners. Parents Without Partners, PWP. 7910 Woodmont Avenue, Bethesda, Maryland 20814. 800-638-8078. 800-637-7974. ParentsWithoutPartners.org. Where to meet men. The average man is more interested in a woman who is interested in him than he is in a woman, any woman, with beautiful legs. Marlena Dietrich, 1954. Volunteer at the local fire department. Look in the business section of your local newspaper and go to business/real estate seminars. Join the military, Military Reserve. Sign up for vocational school. Sports-related course, i.e. weightlifting/badminton/baseball umpire class/scuba diving/parachuting/hang gliding. Gym/track. Join a computer nerd club. Singles bar. They're looking for you. Auction. Car show. Fishing store, fishing hole, fishing contest. Bartending school. Acting helpless with the hood of your car up on the side of the road. Martial arts/boxing class where there's contact and ratio of 10 men to 1 woman. Bowling alley. Try the National Guard for part-time adventure. Beer tour. Church. Car races. Bowling lane. Boat show, marina. Cooking class. Trade shows. Computer class. Collectibles places, cards, antiques, etc. Coaching children. Civic service organization like Salvation Army, Lions, Kiwanis, etc. Wrestling. Political events. Investment/money education, meetings. Ski places. Record stores. Any education related to work, business, money or computer. Scuba diving course. Dog clubs. Horse races. Horse stable. Hardware store. Garden club. Handyman clubs. Gun club. Golf course, country club. Hiking club. Go to a pool hall with your female friends. Sporting events. Work. Church. Nerd-like men's things like computer/comic book shows. Get a job at a big office building. Take men's night classes like business, carpentry, etc. Try Alaska/Montana/Idaho, Iowa, etc. Buy a few country-type magazines and check out ads about lonely country men. Go to Palo Alto, CA, Silicon Valley, and Raleigh, North Carolina, business megalith. Find a place with lots of outdoor activities like Arlington, Texas, Colorado, and the west coast of Canada. If all else fails, get a job as a cashier at a convenience store and doll up every day before you go to work. Where do men go? Wrestling. Baseball games. Air shows. Fishing. Camping. Hunting. Cooking classes. Church. Conservative organizations. Men's type stores, clothing, sports, etc. Get a job there. Golf. Car races. On the internet. At the workplace. Hardware stores. Chapter 2. Recreation, subtle way to meet someone. I wrote a travel and recreation book that has lots of ideas. Recreation gives us friends, fellowship, social contact, and love. It's through recreational type activities and clubs where people go to meet united by their common interests, and from there, they develop a relationship. There is much less pressure in this kind of situation than going to a bar or to a dating website where there is so much pressure to get hitched, so to speak. Here, you join a club or sporting activity and it's not as pressured as a singles activity where it's all about trying to score. As a result, people develop a relationship more gradually and fall in love over time, which is much better than the all-or-nothing night out at the local bar where you're expected to go on the hunt or preen like a peacock in order to attract possible suitors. There are clubs, religions, non-profit groups. Refer to my travel book. Recreation information at the library. Books about recreation and leisure are mostly at number 790 or GV 174 at the library. Most sports books are at number 796. There are many sports books available at humankinetics.com. The major recreation section at the library is the 700s as follows. 700 The Arts. 701 Philosophy and Theory. 702 Miscellaneous. 703 Dictionaries, encyclopedias, etc. 704 Collections, iconography. 705 serial publications, 706 organizations, 707 study and teaching, 708 galleries, museums, etc. 709 historical and geographical treatments, 710 civic and landscape art, 711 area planning, civic art, 712 landscape, 713 landscape design of trafficways, 714 water in landscape design, 715 woody plants in landscape design, 716 herbaceous plants in design, 717 structures in landscape design, 718 landscape design of cemeteries, 719 natural landscapes, 720 architecture, 721 architectural construction, 722 ancient, 723 medieval, 724 modern, 725 public structures, 726 religious buildings, 727 educational buildings, 728 residential buildings, 729 design and decoration, 730 sculpture and the plastic arts, 731 processes of sculpture, 732 ancient non-classical sculpture, 733 ancient classical sculpture, 734 medieval sculpture, 735 modern sculpture, 736 carving, 737 coin and money collecting, 738 ceramic arts, 739 art metalwork, 740 drawing and the decorative arts, 741 freehand drawing, 742 perspective, 743 freehand drawing by subject, 744 technical drawing, 745 design and crafts, 746 textile handicrafts, i.e. sewing, 747 interior decoration, 748 glass, 749 furniture and accessories, 750 painting and paintings, 751 processes and forms, 752 color theory and practice, 753 abstractions, mythology, etc. 754 subjects of everyday life, 755 religious, 756 historical events, 757 human figures, 758 other subjects, 759 historical and geographical treatments, 760 graphic arts, 761 relief processes for prints, 763 lithographic processes, 764 chromolithography and serigraphy, 765 metal intaglio processes, 766 mezzo-tinting, etc. processes, 767 etching and dry point processes, 769 prints, 770 photography, 771 equipment, supplies, chemistry, 772 metallic salt processes, 773 pigment processes of printing, 778 specific fields of photography, 779 collections of photographs, 780 music, 781 general principles, 782 dramatic music, 783 sacred music, 784 vocals, 785 instrumental music, 786 keyboard instruments, 787 string instruments, 788 wind instruments, 789 percussion, mechanical, electrical instruments. 790 recreation. 791 public entertainment. 792 stage theater. 793 indoor games and amusements. 794 indoor games of skill. 795 games of chance. 796 outdoor sports. 797 water and air sports. 798 equestrian and animal sports. 799 fishing, hunting, shooting. Some recreation subjects are as follows. Acting, hashtag 791.45-792.08, PN 1992.8. Archery, hashtag 799.32. Arts and crafts, hashtag 700 hashtag 710. Number 746. Ballet, hashtag 792.80, GV 1785-99. Basic games like chess, checkers, mahjong, etc., hashtag 794.10-20 or GV 1455. Basic recreation, number 790. Baton twirling, hashtag 785.067, MT 733.6. Bicycling, hashtag 796.6, hashtag 612.044 or GV 1043.7 and RC 1220. Boxing, hashtag 796.83, GV 1133. Brain twisters, word puzzles, word games like Scrabble, hashtag 793.73-74. Camping, hashtag 796.54, GV 191 to GV 198. Canoeing, hashtag 797.122, GV 783. Card games, bridge, poker, etc., hashtag 795.4, GV 1282. Cars, number 629. Car racing, hashtag 796.72, GV 1029.3. Ceramics, sculpture, hashtag 73739. Children's games and parties, hashtag 793.00-22, GV 1205. Comedy, hashtag 792.70-28, PN 2287 PN 6162. Computer games, video games, hashtag 794.815, QA 76.76. Cooking, number 641. Dancing, hashtag 793.3034, GV 1751. Dog sledding, hashtag 798.80-83, SF 440. Drawing, hashtag 740-744. Falconry, hashtag 799.232, SK 321. Fencing, hashtag 796.86, GV 1147. Fishing, hashtag 799.5, H441-455. Folklore, number 398. Gardening, number 635. Glass arts, number 748. Graphic arts, hashtag 760-769. Hiking, trekking, orienteering are at hashtag 796.51 or GV 199.5. Hockey, ice, hashtag 796.962, GV 847. Home improvement, home building, number 643, hashtag 690-699. Horsemanship, hashtag 798.23, SF 309. Hot air ballooning, hashtag 797.5, GV 762. Hunting, number 799, SK 33 SK 251. Kayaking, hashtag 797.122, GV788. Languages, hashtag 400-499. Literature, hashtag 800-899. Martial arts, hashtag 796.809-810, GV505 to GV1113. Mime, hashtag 792.3, PN 2071. Mountain biking, hashtag 796.63 or GV1056. Mountain climbing, hashtag 796.52, GV199.4. Movie and video review guides, hashtag 791.43791.4375. Movie industry, hashtag 792.93, PN 1998. Outdoor activities in general, hiking, backpacking, etc., hashtag 796.50, GV191. Painting pictures, hashtag 750-759. Parades, how to manage and create parades, hashtag 791.6, GT3980. Pets, number 636. Photography, hashtag 770-779. Puppetry, hashtag 791.53, PN 1972. Rafting, hashtag 796.122, GV780. Raising children, number 649. Rowing, hashtag 797.123, GV791. Revving, recreational vehicles, hashtag 629.226-629.28, hashtag 796.7, TL298, TX1110. Sailing, hashtag 797.124, GV811. Science, hashtag 500-599. Scuba diving, hashtag 797.23-24, GV840. Sewing, knitting, etc., number 746. Skating, figure skating, hashtag 796.91, GV850. Skiing, cross country, hashtag 796.93, GV853. Skiing, downhill, hashtag 796.93, GV854. Skydiving, hashtag 797.5. Snowboarding, hashtag 796.9, GV852. Snowshoeing, hashtag 796.92, GV853. Stagecraft, hashtag 792.025, PN 2091. Stage costume, hashtag 792.026. Stage makeup, hashtag 792.027. Strip teasing, hashtag 792.7028, PN 1949. Swimming, hashtag 797.210, GV837. Tai Chi, hashtag 299.5, hashtag 615.5 and hashtag 796.8155 or CV504. Theater, number 792, PN 1655. Travel, number 904, hashtag 910-919. Windsurfing, hashtag 797.172, GV811. Wrestling, hashtag 796.812, GV1196.3. There are many sports magazines listed in a periodical directory like the Standard Periodical Directory or Ulrichs. The Sports Periodicals Index is devoted exclusively to sports. The Physical Education Index covers sports and fitness. Sports books at the library are at 793 indoor games and amusements, 794 indoor games of skill, 795 games of chance, 796 outdoor sports, 797 water and air sports, 798 Equestrian and animal sports. 799 Fishing, hunting, shooting. More specifically, backpacking, hashtag 796.50, GV 200.5. Badminton, hashtag 796.345, GV 1007. Baseball, softball, hashtag 796.357, GV 865, GV 888. Basketball, hashtag 796.323, GV 883, GV 885. Bicycling, hashtag 796.6, GV 1043.7. Boomerangs, hashtag 796.435. Bowling, hashtag 794.6, GV 902.5. Boxing, hashtag 796.83, GV 1132. Camping, hashtag 796.54, GV 191.7. Car racing, hashtag 796.72, GV 1029.9. Cricket, hashtag 796.358. Fencing, hashtag 796.86, GV 1147. Field hockey, hashtag 796.355. Football, hashtag 796.332, GV 939, GV 956. General health, diet, fitness, exercise, nutrition, number 611 to number 613. Golf, hashtag 796.352, GV 979. Gymnastics, hashtag 796.44, GV 463. Hockey, hashtag 796.962, GV 847. Kites, kiting, hashtag 629.133, hashtag 796.15, TL 759. Lacrosse, hashtag 796.34. Martial arts, hashtag 796.8159, GV 1114.7. Olympic Games, hashtag 796.48, GV 7215. Outdoor activities, hashtag 796.50, GV 191.4. Racquetball, squash, hashtag 796.343, GV 1003.34. Rodeos, hashtag 791.8, GV 1834.56. Rollerblading, roller skating, inline skating, hashtag 796.21, GV 859. Running, hashtag 796.42, GV 1061. Skating ice, figure, hashtag 796.912, GV 849. Skiing, hashtag 796.93, GV 854.2. Soccer, hashtag 796.334, GV 943, GV 944. Sports in general, number 796, GV 722.5, GV 735. Sports coaching, hashtag 796.071, GV 711. Sports officiating, number 796, GV 735. Sports psychology, hashtag 796.01. 790.01. GV 706.4. Tennis, hashtag 796.342, GV 994, GV 1002. Track and field, hashtag 796.42, GV 1060. Trampoline, hashtag 796.47. Triathlon, hashtag 796.4257. Volleyball, hashtag 796.325, GV 1015.5. Weightlifting, hashtag 796.41, hashtag 613.71-77, hashtag 646.75, bodybuilding, GV 546. Wrestling, hashtag 796.812, GV 1196.3. Some recreation activities. Probably the simplest way to look for recreational activities is to browse through your local yellow pages and see what comes up. Look through a dictionary or go to one of those search engines with local features like Google or Yahoo, type in your zip code and see what's going on in your area. Type any of these terms into a search engine along with your town. Air show. Airplane lessons. Amusement park. Antiquing. Apple picking. Aquarium. Aquariums. Arcade games. Archery tournament. Architecture. Art galleries. Art gallery. Art museum. Art museums. Auction. Author reading, bookstore, library. Badminton. Bakeries. Ballet. Ballroom dancing. Ballroom dancing. Bars. Baseball. Basketball. Batting cages. Beach. Beach resorts. Beaches. Bicycling. Biking trails. Bingo. Bird watching. Birds as pets. Bluegrass. Blues. Board games. Boat show. Boating. Bocce ball. Boogie boarding. Books. Bookstores. Bowling. Bowling alleys. Brew beer. Broom ball. Cafes, coffee shops. Campfire. Campgrounds. Canoeing. Car show. Card games. Carnival. Carriage ride. Casino. Cat. Cat show. Caving. Church. Church choir. Circus. Civil War battle reconstructors. Clubs. Coffee house. College cultural activities at the local college. Colleges. Comedy club. Comedy clubs. Community theater. Companies. Cooking classes. Cooking classes. Cornfield maze. Country drive. Croquet. Cruises. Dance clubs. Dance lessons. Dance lessons. Dancing. Demolition derby. Dinner theater. Dirt biking. Dog sledding. Dogs, dog show. Drive to a new, random restaurant. Drive-in movie. Driving around in the car. Driving range, golf. Driving ranges. Entertainment. Entertainment information at Yahoo. Estate sales, look them up in the newspaper. Fair. Farmers market. Ferry ride. Festivals. Film festival. Finger painting. Fireworks. Fishing. Fishing. Flea market. Flea markets. Fly fishing. Food/drinks. Football. Frisbee. Frisbee golf. Garage sales. Garden club. Gardens. Gardens, public. Go-kart racing. Golf. Golf courses. Golf driving ranges. Grocery stores. Gyms. Hayride. Health and fitness. Helicopter lessons, tour. Hiking. Hiking trails. Hockey. Horse races. Horseback riding. Horseback riding. Hot air balloon. Hunting. Ice cream treat. Ice skating. Ice skating rinks. Indoor rock climbing. Inline skating. Jazz. Jazz clubs. Jet ski. Juggling. Karaoke. Karaoke bars. Karate schools. Kayak. Kite flying. Laser tag. Laser tag. Lectures, free ones at colleges, BT activist groups and by authors on book tours. Lessons in just about anything. letter boxing, libraries, line dancing at country bar, live music, live theater, mall crawler, hang around the mall, massage, miniature golf, mini tour golf courses, monster truck rally, motorcycle, mountain biking, movies, museum, museums, music concerts, musical, a play or movie with music, musician, become one, nature lover, nightclubs, nut picker, in season, opera, organizations, orienteering, outdoor recreation, oxygen bar, paddle boating, parachuting, parasailing, parks, parks, performance art, pet stores, piano bar, picnic, pizzas, planetarium, planetariums, playground, plays, theaters, poetry slam, pool tables, public speaking, racquetball, reading, religious, resorts, restaurants, riverboat cruise, rock climbing, running, sailing, salsa dancing, scenic trails, schools, science centers/museums, scuba diving, shell gathering, beachcombing, shooting ranges, shopping malls, singles bars, ski resorts, skiing, downhill, cross-country, sledding, snorkeling, snowboarding, snowmobiling, spa resorts, spas, spiritual retreat, sports, sports bars, square dancing, squash, storm chasing, watching, sunbathing, swap meets, swimming, swimming pools, swing dancing, symphony, synagogue, tango, tea houses, tennis, tennis courts, tubing, go down the river in a tube, TV show taping in your area, underwater park, vineyard tour, volleyball, walking, water parks, water skiing, water theme park, waterfalls, whitewater rafting, wine bars, wine tasting, wineries, workout, yoga classes, zoo. Chapter 3. The bar nightclub scene. The bar scene for dates. I was brought up before the internet ever existed. I remember the days when everybody went to bars. There were at least 200 bars in my city, many with live entertainment. I worked in bars. I remember being in a line waiting to get into a bar at 1 o'clock on a Saturday night Sunday morning, asking myself, what am I doing here at 1 o'clock in the morning, waiting to get into some place hoping I might get lucky. That was when I started working in bars. I was young. I worked in several bars with live music. I worked in a strip joint. It was fun, but it was about money too. Nightclubs used to be the places to go to meet people. I kind of think those days are gone because many people sit home on the internet. Places like Ibiza, Spain are still ruled by the nightclub scene. There are thousands of young people in the bars every night during the summer. If you're going to a bar to look for a lover, communicate that message by constantly scoping the room so people know you're on the look. People generally go to bars to find sex, casual relationships, and a soulmate. Guys are programmed to be sluts, girls are not, but they all go to nightclubs looking for both love and sex. I know it's not easy, but barring the internet, this is the simplest, most direct method of mating we have in the real world, to go to bars, catch a buzz and socialize. We hardly ever take into account the fact that even though women go to nightclubs looking for guys and know that a lot of guys there are looking for sex, they are nevertheless brave enough to put themselves out there making the scene whilst wondering in the back of their minds if some guy they just met is a rapist or something like that. In my opinion, a nightclub is more a meat market than a love palace. Guys go there looking for sex. That's the type of guys that go to nightclubs. You could argue that all men are human, and even though they want sex, they get lonely and want love too, but this is not necessarily true. There are guys around perfectly happy living for pleasure and don't feel strong needs for loving relationships. When you go to a nightclub, or anywhere for that matter, you never know who you'll meet, good or bad. Good guys generally just live their lives and meet a girl at work, but they do go out, especially on a Friday afternoon after work with the other single guys. The skin dogs go to nightclubs looking for loose women. I'm not saying love is impossible to find at nightclubs, but the vibe is more about having fun, a romp in the hay so to speak. You generally don't meet fascinating specimens at bars, but by the same token you don't deserve to get hit on by a scummy, immature guy. Then why do you let guys you have no interest in buy you drinks and leave them without so much as your phone number? Even though it seems as though once you walk into a nightclub, you have to start playing out a cool image, I say don't lose common respect. Continue to respect people, even those that make asses of themselves. Remember, everybody's got a buzz on. Get it through your head, the general vibe at nightclubs is sleazy at best. It's a two-way street. Guys play girls, girls play guys. Expect this kind of jockeying if you hang out at nightclubs. A guy can buy a girl a drink or even 5, but it doesn't make her indebted to him. Either side can change their minds at any time. These are the parameters of the cruising game. You might be looking for love or sex, that's your prerogative, the same prerogative the others at that scene have. Your job is to find someone looking for the same thing, and their job is to find you. Choice of bar has something to do with it. There are respectable bars where civilized people go without much riffraff, and a lot of marriages have started out in bars. Just be cool about it. Know it's a game. Half of the guys are looking for love, half are looking for sex. Most are insecure and they're drinking alcohol. Don't go in with high expectations. Just go in thinking you'll have fun and leave it at that. Go easy on the dancing bit. Most guys feel self-conscious about it, but this is the game, this is how we check each other out. So if you see a girl you like, talk to her, and if a slow song comes on, ask her to dance. Bars are not all bad if you can find the right one and take the attitude that you're going for casual fun, not checking everyone out as a prospective mate. Sure, everyone's phony, people talk too loud and it's a big game, but decent people go because they're lonely like you. I worked in about half a dozen different bars when I was younger. My general consensus is that the bigger or flashy ones on the nightclub strip in your town get the most people, but aren't necessarily the best for meeting someone because everybody's got the image going in there trying to be cool. Some of the smaller ones that are by themselves without other clubs around and have pop bands on the weekends could be good places to meet decent people because a lot of nice people from the neighborhood go to them, often girls or guys in small groups. Find these places and go. One bar I worked at was just outside an industrial park, served food, and had a lot of the working crowd hanging out even after 6 o'clock. They were decent working people looking for a drink, a meal, and possibly someone to pick up. Then when the band started playing around 9 o'clock, the neighborhood pop music crowd would come in to dance and other middle-class people would come in just looking for an easy time. It's best to go between about 5 o'clock to 8 when most people are just getting off work and there's a more casual atmosphere to the place. After that, it becomes a meat market and by 11 it's pressure time. You want to grab onto someone to spare the embarrassment of leaving alone at the end of the night. Don't go to loud bars. It has to be quiet enough so that you can hear somebody talk. There's the game of on the make, everybody's trying to act so cool. Bring a friend, either same sex or different sex, it doesn't matter. It's good for moral support. If you see a prospect, watch them for a while. If they blow off losers, that's a good sign. If they blow off everybody, they're stuck up. The best approach is the direct approach. Just go up and start talking without getting the waiter to give her a drink for you. Also, don't offer to buy her a drink until you've talked for a few minutes. It's too corny. If you're at the bar, let the bartender and surrounding folk in on the conversation. When there's a whole group of girls, you have to approach them all, be nice to them all and show them you're cool by even talking to the ugly, fat ones. Don't ask just a specific girl to dance, ask if anybody would like to dance. After you come off like a good guy, you can go after the one you want. Bar posture is important. Sit straight, slightly forward, don't slouch. Rest on your forearms, not your elbows. An easy way to meet in a bar is to watch when your prospective mate goes to the bathroom, then accidentally bump into them on the way out and just smile and say hi, then sit near them. Or go play a video game or darts alone to give people a chance to approach you. You could hang out at the bar and play it cool. Buy a bag of peanuts and offer them to your neighbors. The classical approach in a bar is to send someone a drink, even though I think it's a little corny, but it could work especially in a crowded bar. There are several ways to do this. Ask the waiter what they're drinking. Give the waiter a tip and send the drink. Write an invitation note on a napkin and send it with the drink. If they're sitting with opposite sex people, it could be bad. It's alright for ladies to send drinks. Make eye contact when they get the drink. Wait 10 minutes. If they don't respond, it could be because they're nervous. Walk over close by and stand there momentarily, then play a video game or have a drink at the bar. It could have been a busy waiter who didn't tell them who sent the drink. You could send it with a written message, i.e., "Hi, I'm the girl with the red dress at the bar. Why don't you come over and say hi, or ask if you can go over and meet her." She will either look at you and nod or not even look, which could be because she's shy, whereupon she will sneak looks at you and decide if she should give you a come on look. You could simply send your business card with the drink and hope she calls you. A popular ruse for a girl is to look helpless and act like your girlfriend took off with another guy and left you stranded. Ask someone if you can sit next to them. You might think I'm sounding like an unrealistic clod, but these techniques work. In fact, one con woman used this stranded girlfriend trick over 100 times on unsuspecting clods, and then when she got them alone in their hotel rooms, she drugged their drinks and robbed them. Some assertive singles get business-sized cards made up or write them up themselves, which say something like, "You look good, I think you're cute," etc. You could send this out with your drink, or simply use such cards to hand out without more than a cute statement if you happen to see a dreamboat somewhere, anywhere. If the person doesn't respond after you give him the drink, you could try the bold approach and go to the table, introduce yourself, ask if you can sit down for a minute and start talking. It may be tough for some of us to call someone after getting their business card, but resist the urge not to do it. It's fine for women to call. If you get an answering machine, leave a message with your phone number and that's it. Let them make the next move. If you're talking to someone and uncertain about a date, why not just make a casual suggestion that you should get together sometime for a coffee or something? Get that spark that's dormant inside of you to light up and get it on with life. Keep an open mind and approach the world of romance with gusto and enthusiasm. You don't have to go out on endless dates to find someone special. Just stay cool, be ready and alert. When you see that magical person, in all likelihood, you will know. And hopefully you will be ready, so if the attraction's mutual coming from the other side, you won't miss your chance. One of the stupidest things that people who go out together to meet people do is to stay in their little group. This stops all would-be suitors cold, and it also means that you're not circulating. Get up off your butt, separate, and walk around a bit on your own. Play darts, watch the band, do anything to be alone and approachable. If you're ever out in a public place like a bar or a restaurant and you see someone you like who's with a friend of the same gender, don't mope around waiting for them to separate, simply go up to the table and offer to buy them both a drink, like, "Can I buy you two young ladies a drink?" This works for women on men too. They will very rarely blow you off and invite you in, so while you talk, They may compete for you or see who likes you most, and then each in turn will invariably excuse themselves to the little girl's room wherein they or you can make a move. No matter how you cut it, booze has a way of loosening people up, which is why singles bars will never go out of style. If you go to a bar with your friends, get away from them to walk around by yourself. If you ask for a light for a smoke, have a follow-up statement. Skip the smarty pants pickup lines. Be polite. Chicks know what you want. You have to romance them a bit. Some alternatives to bars where it's fine to talk to strangers are coffee houses, donut shops, juice bars, restaurants, and diners. Findarticles.com, Sexually overt approaches in singles bars. Negative look at the bar scene. Nowadays, a reason not to go to nightclubs is basic safety. You don't know what nut jobs are there even if they look safe. The music is very loud. They're dark. There is a sociological atmosphere in bars motivated by group mentality, everybody trying to be cool, everybody watching everybody else to see who makes a move and who strikes out. Girls say they go to bars just to dance and have fun with their girlfriends, not to meet guys. On the other hand, the guy is out there looking to find a girl he can score with, not to marry but to have sex with, so guys and girls go clubbing for different reasons. If you get a group of girls together and some guy goes over to talk to one, the others might jump in and try to get you to leave for some reason known only to them. If you mix the social scene of the nightclub with alcohol, by the end of the night some guys are acting silly or violent. There is a low probability of meeting the love of your life in a nightclub. If there's a group of girls and you approach them, it's rude to steer away from the first girl who talks to you to go after the one you're really attracted to. You're stuck. It's not that there are no decent people in these places, it's just that everybody is playing a role because it's a nightclub, and the type of people who go to these places in general are into alcohol and drugs, which is generally the property of fun types, not monogamous types. A singles bar is like a soap opera. You can see everything happen right there. Chapter 4. Go to a school where your gender is the minority. The almost all opposite sex school. Besides a singles nightclub on a Friday or Saturday night, the best place for the highest per capita, young single folk population is a college campus, preferably one where the opposite sex outnumbers you by a lot. The only other place where you're gonna see lots of babes is to hang out near a big office building around lunch hour and watch all the secretaries come out, but then it's just a crapshoot. You have no legitimate cover to meet them unless you're the guy with the cosmetics shop across the street. In the old days, many single-sex colleges were started, but with changing times and the change in status of some of them to publicly funded schools, many are now co-ed, yet the predominant makeup is the previous gender that it was. I lived in a town where there were several colleges, and off in a corner, a former Catholic girls' college which had gone public, yet it was still 90% girls. A friend of mine went there and his girl buddies asked him to introduce them to his local buddies. He wanted us to go to their dances, which were a ratio of 9 girls to every guy. If you're truly desperate, go to #378.15 at the library and look up colleges that cater mostly to the opposite gender. If you're a guy, go to either nursing, secretarial, art, music, fashion or interior decorating school. If you're a girl, take up engineering or go to vocational school. If you want a Christian, go to one of the many Christian colleges out there. Another approach is to get a job at a predominantly opposite-sex college. Men's schools. If you're a girl and can't score any other way, go to an almost all-male school or get a job at one of the all-male ones. Virtually every technical and computer school is mostly men, as well as military schools including the major ones. Virtually every technical and computer school is mostly men, as well as military schools including the major ones. US Air Force A.af.mil, U.S. Air Force Academy. CGA.edu, U.S. Coast Guard Academy. USMA.edu, Merchant Marine Academy, New York. USMA.edu, West Point, Army. NADN.Navy.mil, U.S. Naval Academy. California. Harvey Mudd College. 301A. 12th St. Claremont, California, 91711. 909-621-8011. Admission at hmc.edu. hmc.edu. Mostly men. Colorado. Colorado School of Mines. Weaver Towers. 1811 Elm Street. Golden, Colorado, 80401-1873. 303-273-3360. 800-446-9488. Mines.colorado.edu. Public, government supported. Mostly men. Connecticut. Beth Benjamin Academy of CT. Stamford, Connecticut, 06901-1202. Men only. Georgia. Morehouse College. 830 Westview Drive. SW. Atlanta, Georgia, 30314. 800-851-1254. 404-681-2800. Morehouse.edu. African American men only. Indiana. St. Meinrad College. St. Meinrad, Indiana, 47577. 800-752-9384. Catholic, men only. Wabash College. 301 W. Wabash Abbey. Crawfordsville, Indiana, 47933-0352. 800-345-5385. 800-718-9746. 765-361-6225. Admissions at wabash.eu. Wabash.edu. Men only. Minnesota. St. John's University. Collegeville, Minnesota, 56321. 800-24 Johns. 320-363-2011. csbjsu.edu. Catholic, men only. Nevada. Deep Springs College. California Highway 68. HC 72, Box 45001. Dyer, Nevada, 89010-9803. 760-872-2000. deepsprings.edu. Very small men's college, under 30 students. 2-year college, free tuition in exchange for work on the ranch, all men, alternative concept. New York. Clarkson University. Hallcroft House. POG 5605. Potsdam, New York, 13699-5605. 800-527-6578. 315-268-6479. Clarkson.edu. Mostly men. Hobart College. 639S. Maine St. Geneva, New York, 14456. 315-781-3700. hws.edu. Pennsylvania. Carnegie Mellon University. 5000 Forbes Avenue. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15213. 412-268-2082. Undergraduate admissions at andrew.cmu.edu. cmu.edu. Mostly men. Virginia. Hampton-Sydney College. College RD. Hampton-Sydney, VA 23943-0667. 800-755-0733. 804-223-6120. 804-223-6000. sap@tiger.hsc.edu. hsc.edu. Presbyterian, all male. Virginia Military Institute. Lexington, Virginia, 24450. 800-767-4207. Government supported, men only. World College. 5193 Shore Drive. Number 105. Virginia Beach, Virginia 23455-2500. 800-696-7532. 757-464-4600. Fax, 757-464-3687. wc.edu. cie-wc.edu. Mostly men. Women's colleges. There are still some single-sex colleges around, most of them private because that gives them the right to admit whoever they want. The mostly women's ones are former all-girls schools that are now getting government funding, so they're accepting men. ncgs.org, National Coalition of Girls' Schools. sunzite.unc.edu/cherry-b/women/resource/wcolleges.html. Alabama. Judson College. 302 Bibb Street. Marion, Alabama 36756. 334-683-5100. Judson.edu. California. Mills College. 5000 MacArthur Boulevard. Oakland, California 94613-1301. 800-87 Mills. 510-430-2255. Mills.edu. Women only. MT. St. Mary's College. 12001 Challen Road. Los Angeles, California 90049. 310-954-4015. msmc.la.edu. Samuel Merritt College. 370 Hawthorne Avenue. Oakland, California 94609. 510-869-6576. Mostly women. Scripps College. 1030 Columbia Avenue. Claremont, California 91711. 800-770-1333. Women only. Connecticut. Hartford College for Women. Hartford, Connecticut 06105. 860-768-5646. St. Joseph College. W. Hartford, Connecticut 06117. 860-232-4571. District of Columbia. MT. Vernon College. Washington, D.C. 20007. 202-625-4682. Trinity College. 125 Michigan Avenue. NE. Washington, D.C. 20017-1094. 800-492-6882. 202-939-5040. trinityc.edu. trinitydc.edu. Catholic, all women. Georgia. Agnes Scott College. 141E. College Ave. Decatur, Georgia 30030-3797. 800-868-8602. 404-638-6285. Admission at asc.agnescott.edu. agnescott.edu. All women, Presbyterian. Breenaw University. 1 Centennial Circle. Gainesville, Georgia 30501. 800-252-5119. 770-534-6299. Breenaw.edu. Mostly women. Emory University. B. Jones Center. Atlanta, Georgia 30322. 800-727-6036. Admiss at emory.edu. emory.edu. Methodist. Georgia Baptist College of Nursing. Atlanta, Georgia 30312. 404-265-4800. Women only. Spelman College. Atlanta, Georgia, 30314. 800-982-2411. Spelman.edu. Women, mostly black. Wesleyan College. 4760 Forsyth Road. Macon, Georgia, 31210-4462. 800-447-6610. 912-477-1110. Wesleyan.edu. Wesleyan-college.edu. Methodist, women only. Indiana. St. Mary of the Woods College. 3301 St. Mary's RD. St. Mary of the Woods, Indiana, 47876. 812-535-5151. woods.smwc.edu. Catholic, women only. St. Mary's College. Notre Dame, Indiana, 46556. 800-551-7621. Catholic, women only. Kentucky. Midway College. 512E. Stevens St. Midway, Kentucky, 40347-1120. 800-755-0031. 606-846-4421. Midway.edu. Maryland. College of Notre Dame. Of Maryland. 4701 N. Charles St. Baltimore, Maryland, 21210. 800-435-0300. 410-435-0100. ndm.edu. Catholic, women. Goucher College. 1021 Delaney Valley Road. Baltimore, Maryland, 21204. 800 Goucher. 410-337-6100. Admission at goucher.edu. Goucher.edu. Mostly women. Hood College. Frederick, Maryland, 21701. 800-922-1599. United Church, mostly women. Massachusetts. Bay Path College. Longmeadow, Massachusetts, 01106. 800-782-7284. Women only. Emmanuel College. 400 The Fenway. Boston, Massachusetts, 02115. 617-277-9340. Emmanuel.edu. LaSalle College. Newton, Massachusetts, 02166. 617-243-2225. Leslie College. Cambridge, Massachusetts, 02138. 800-999-1959. MT. Holyoke College. Newhall Center. 50 College Street. S. Hadley, Massachusetts, 01075. 413-538-2023. 413-538-2000. Admissions at mhc.mtholyoke.edu. mtholyoke.edu. All women. Pine Manor College. 400 Heath Street. Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, 02467. 800 PMC 1357. 617-731-7000. pmc.edu. Radcliffe College. Cambridge, Massachusetts, 02138. 617-495-1551. Regis College. 235 Wellesley Street. Weston, Massachusetts, 02193. 617-893-1820. Regis.edu. Simmons College. 300 The Fenway. Boston, Massachusetts, 02115. 800-345-8468. 617-521-2030. 2838. Simmons.edu. Women only. Smith College. 7, College Lane. Northampton, Massachusetts, 01063. 413-585-2500. Admission at smith.smith.edu. Smith.edu. Women only, has some scholarships for older women over 25. Wellesley College. 106 Central Street. Wellesley, Massachusetts, 02481-8292. 781-283-2270. Wellesley.edu. Women only. Wheelock College. Boston, Massachusetts, 02215. 617-734-5200. Mostly women. Mississippi. Mississippi University for Women. 1100 College Street. Columbus, Mississippi, 39701. 877 Go-To-Thu. 662-329-7106. Fax, 662-241-7421. muw.edu. Mostly women. WM. Woods University. Fulton, Mississippi, 65251. 800-995-3159. Mostly women, Christian Church. Missouri. Stevens College. 1200 E. Broadway. Columbia, Missouri, 65215. 800-876-7207. 573-442-2211. Stevens.edu. Women only. New Jersey. Georgian Court College. Lakewood, New Jersey, 08701. 800-364-4442. Catholic, mostly women. New York. Adelphi University. 1 South Avenue. Garden City, New York, 11530. 516-877-4240. Mostly women. Barnard College at Columbia University. 3009 Broadway. NYC 10027. 212-854-5262. 212-854-2014. Barnard-Columbia.edu. Women only. Hunter College. CUNY. 695 Park Avenue. NYC 10021. 212-772-4490. CUNY.edu. Mostly women. Marymount College. 100 Marymount Avenue. Tarrytown, New York, 10591-3796. 800-724-4312. 914-631-3200. marymt.edu. Mostly women. Parsons School of Design. 66 Fifth Avenue. NYC 10011. 800-252-0852. 212-229-8910. parsadmatnewschool.edu. parsons.edu. Mostly women. Russell Sage College. Troy, New York, 12180. 800-999-3772. Women only. Sarah Lawrence College. 1 Headway. Bronxville, New York, 10708-5999. 800-888-2858. 914-395-2510. SLC admit at slc.edu. slc.edu. Private. Some alternative options like co-op education or study abroad. Mostly women. Stern College for Women. At Yeshiva University. 500 W. 185th St. NYC 10033 to 3299. yu.edu/stern.html. Wells College. Aurora, New York, 13026. 800-952-9355. 315-364-3264. Admissions at wells.edu. wells.edu. Women only. W.M. Smith College. 639 Main Street. Geneva, New York, 14456. 800-245-3472. 315-781-3700. hws.edu. Women only. North Carolina. Bennett College. 900E. Washington, St. Greensboro, North Carolina, 27401. 800-413-5323. 336-273-4431. Bennett.edu. Women only, United Methodist. Meredith College. Raleigh, North Carolina, 27607. 919-829-8581. Women only, Baptist. Peace College. 15A. Peace St. Raleigh, North Carolina, 27604-1194. 800 Peace 47. 919-508-2000. Peace.edu. Women only, Presbyterian. Salem College. Winston-Salem, NC 27108. 800-327-2536. 910-721-2600. Salem.edu. Mostly women. Ohio. Notre Dame College. 4545 College Road. S. Euclid, Ohio, 44121. 800 NDC 1680. 216-381-1680. ndc.edu. Catholic, women only. Ursuline College. 2550 Lander Road. Pepper Pike, Ohio, 44124. 440-449-4200. Ursuline.edu. Pennsylvania. Bryn Mawr College. 101N. Marion Ave. Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, 19010-2899. 800 BMC 1885. 610-526-5000. 610-526-5152. Admissions at brynmawr.edu. brynmawr.edu. Mostly women. Carlow College. 3333 5th Avenue. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15213. 412-578-6000. carloww.edu. Cedar Crest College. 100 College Drive. Allentown, Pennsylvania, 18104-6196. 800-360-1222. 610-740-3786. cedarcrest.edu. United Church, mostly women. Chatham College. Woodland RD. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15232-2826. 800-837-1290. 412-365-1290. 412-365-1100. Fax, 412-365-1609. chatham.edu. Mostly women. Chestnut Hill College. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19118-2693. 215-248-7001. Fax, 215-248-7161. chc.edu. Catholic, mostly women, criminal justice. Moore College of Art and Design. 20th Saint and the Parkway. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19103-1179. 800-523-2025. 215-568-4515. More.edu. South Carolina. Columbia College. 1301 Columbia College Drive. Columbia, South Carolina 29203-5998. 800-277-1301. 803-786-3012. 803-786-3997. Fax, 803-786-3393. Colacol.edu. Methodist, women only. Converse College. 580E. Maine St. Spartanburg, South Carolina 29302-0006. 800-766-1125. 864-596-9040. Converse.edu. Women only. Texas. Texas Woman's University. Denton, Texas 76204-5589. 940-898-3048. Fax, 940-898-3081. twu.edu. Virginia. Hollins University. 7916 Williamson Road. Roanoke, Virginia 24020-1688. 800-456-9595. 540-362-6000. 540-362-6575. Fax, 540-362-6288. Hollins.edu. Women only. Mary Baldwin College. Frederick and New Sts. Stanton, Virginia 24401. 800-468-2262. 540-887-7000. mbc.edu. Presbyterian, mostly women. Randolph-Macon Women's College. 2500 Rivermont Avenue. Lynchburg, Virginia 24503-1526. 800-745-7692. 434-947-8100. Fax, 434-947-8996. Admissions at rmwc.edu. rmwc.edu. Methodist, women only. Sweetbriar College. Sweetbriar, Virginia 24595. 800-381-6142. 804-381-6142. Admissions at sbc.edu. sbc.edu. Women only. Wisconsin. Alverno College. 3400 S. 43rd St. Milwaukee, Wisconsin 53234. 800-933-3401. 414-382-6000. 414-382-6100. Fax, 414-382-6354. Alverno.edu. Women's Catholic College. Mt. Mary College. 2900 N. Menominee River Parkway. Milwaukee, Wisconsin 53222. 414-258-4810. mtmary.edu. Canada. Brescia College at the University of Western Ontario. 1285 Western Road. London, on N6G1H2. 519-432-8353. uwo.ca/Brescia. Women's College. Mt. St. Vincent University. 166 Bedford Highway. Halifax, NSB 3M2J6. 902-457-6511. 902-457-6128. Fax, 902-457-6128. msvu.ca. Mostly women.